tucked just inland is Birkenhead Park. Opened in 1847, it was the world's first municipal park and inspired the design of Central Park in New York. Work and play goes hand in hand here. Industry has shaped the communities and landscape on this stretch of coast. One such port exists thanks to a revolution in the way we wash our clothes.
At the end of the 19th century, close to the River Mersey, the foundations of a great business empire were laid. This is the village that Soap built. This is Port Sunlight. Port Sunlight was founded over 100 years ago by William Hesketh Lever and his brother. The workers housed here manufactured Sunlight soap for washing clothes, making laundry soap that was hard yet gentle on the hands, meant pioneering a new process using palm oil. Bringing sunlight into grimy Victorian lives was one of the grand claims of the product. I have an advert here for Sunlight soap, dated 1931, extolling its many virtues, including less labour, greater comfort. To see just how Sunlight soap's new formula cleaned up, we're going to make our own version with the help of chemists from the Open University. The first of our 2 ingredients is caustic soda. That'll make the oil-based soap dissolve in water. The palm oil's job is to dissolve the grease and grime.
We put the palm oil into a bowl and we put it into a water heater, and it's heated up to 90 degrees centigrade. And then we add caustic soda. And you're trying to make a consistency, a bit like when you're making jam, so it solidifies properly.
From about a pint of palm oil, we've only managed to make 6 small tablets of soap. So to mass produce it, Lever's had to import millions of barrels of palm oil. And they came up with a bold solution: build their own private port. In this map of 1899, the banks of the Mersey are simply shown as mud. But by 1936, that mud has been transformed into a great port. And looking round the site today, all that remains is the occasional clue, such as these crane tracks, and over there, the odd bollard. To really see the port of Port Sunlight in its former glory, you need the bigger picture.
27, clear takeoff.
From here you can begin to see the sheer scale of the operation. All around I can see the green of Port Sunlight, the individual houses all laid out in a rather organised fashion. The whole thing is this extraordinary little village, little oasis. Look, down there's the factory of Unilever, the place that the Lever brothers founded. But I wonder where the original harbour is. I can just see it, I think, down here. It's all gone now, it's a huge landfill site. Actually, with the trained eye of the archaeologists, you can begin to see what's going on. But look, the dock entrance just survives. The lock gates are now gone. But actually, from the air, you can just see the remains of the square shape of the original Bomber dock.
The Mersey was Lever's gateway to the world, and the old port was the focal point of the business.
Fantastic.
Local historian Glyn Parry knows what was coming and going through Port Sunlight. So Glyn, this is the actual entrance to the dock.
It is. It was the largest privately owned dock in the world when it was first opened, with quays on both sides, vessels coming in, coming out 24 hours a day, non-stop. Dockers coming over from Liverpool even to work in the dock here.
Presumably large ships came in.
Ocean-going ships came in from the Philippines, from Indonesia, bringing in coconut oil, from West Africa, palm oil.
That's the real stuff.
That's the real stuff.
By the 1930s, Lever's had become a global business by importing raw materials from distant shores. In West Africa, money really did grow on trees. palm kernels were harvested by hand and processed by foot, releasing the palm oil for Sunlight soap. Its exotic pure ingredients were part of the brand. Advertising promised to brighten up the lives of hard-pressed housewives.
He was selling cleanliness and purity. Look at the name of the place where it was manufactured. Sunlight, cleanliness, bright light. We've got the sun today.
Just like today,
Yeah,
yes.
wonderful.
The sales pitch promised not only purity, but performance. So is palm oil soap better than its animal fat predecessor?
So these are the two examples of soap.
That's right. We've got the animal fat soap and the palm oil soap.
Oh God, that's a rather rancidy smell. That's a lot more fragrant. Now the critical question is which works better?
Well, we're going to try that. We're going to try with the t-shirt with the jam stain, a butter stain and ordinary dirt.
So have you got yours over there?
I've got mine here, yes.
And look, we've got an old-fashioned washable. Fantastic. Well, I'm going to give you the animal fat one because I want to win this competition.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
Right.
I'm completely white and you're covered in, well, dirt, jam and butter. I think that palm oil washes whiter.
We've definitely proved it.
The old port's become landfill, but the soap business is still here. Port Sunlight is now a research centre for Unilever, the industrial giant that started with a vision of selling sunlight.
The River Mersey is the lifeblood of this corner of England and lends its name to the conurbation that has